Today we're going to talk about mixing up your practice, your routine. You don't just walk out there and shoot arrows. Bad practice. Take your time, shoot no more than 3 arrow groups. Shoot an arrow. Do not shoot more than 1 arrow every 30 seconds. Take your time and mentally think about every shot. This is good practice.
Well, for the past 5 years, JD and I have worked with Bill McCall and Full Draw Adventures when it comes to the production of the television show. And over those past 5 years, Bill and I, our relationship has grown beyond just professional, but personal. And Bill is someone that I would call a good friend. And a lot of that is due to the fact that we share common passion and obsession for whitetail hunting. So this past season, Bill came to me and JD and asked if we'd be interested in collaborating a little bit and if the opportunity arose to provide some footage from our hunts from this past season towards one of the Full Draw Adventures episodes. Although I wasn't sure if the caliber of deer that I could put on the ground this fall was going to be up to snuff for what Full Draw Adventures usually puts on TV, I knew I was going to give it my all, and I was definitely excited for the opportunity. I absolutely love whitetail hunting, and it truly is a 365-day commitment. Whether we're in hunting season or out of season, we're always doing something to try to improve our skills, improve our property. And one of the things that's changed as I get a little bit older is my kids get a little bit older, and they're getting more and more involved in hunting, and I get to see almost on a daily basis, because we're out there doing it, I get to see their passion and their love for the sport grow, and that's something that has just brought in so much enjoyment to me. 2 years ago was the first year I was able to take my oldest son Drake out hunting, and he was able to harvest a doe, and it was one of the most rewarding things that I've experienced to date in the whitetail woods. And this year was no different. We started off the season with the main objective of getting Drake another deer.
We're out in Drake's food plot in our hay bale blind, and it's September 20th, and we're gonna see what happens.
To watch the expression on Drake's face, to see him put a perfect shot on that doe, and then to walk him through the steps of tracking the doe by himself, recovering it by himself, and just watching his eyes light up, to see that joy on his face was just an incredibly rewarding experience and a great start to the season.
Daddy, it's right here.
Proud of you, boy. Good job. Yeah, you absolutely smacked her. Look at that shot. Gonna feed it through like that. Feed it through there. All right, then grab the other side. Together. Okay. Stick a knife in your pocket. That's a good shot, bro. That's exactly where you want to hit him. Should we drag her out of here?
Yeah.
Hey, nice shooting, Chief. Take a bite of it. Take a bite.
Seriously, it's gonna taste good.
Nah. Alright, let's get out of here.
Full Draw Adventures is brought to you by Ozonics,
undetectable, undeniable. E-Ninja Bikes. Excel Sights and Scopes. Black Eagle Arrows, superior carbon technology. True Ball Archery. West Houston Archery. Shrewd Archery, Last Chance Archery, Matthews.
Introducing E-Ninja off-road bikes. Powerful, rechargeable, and affordable, E-Ninja bikes are designed with the outdoorsman in mind. With a 48-volt high-torque motor and 21-gear Shimano transmission, E-Ninja bikes can go almost anywhere. Be the ninja with E-Ninja bikes.
Alright, well, we just got set up. This is actually stand option number 2. We went to hunt the place where I killed earlier this year, and I had completely forgot that I had pulled the stand in order to put the cameraman stand in another spot. So that was kind of a little bit of a disaster, but on an additional downside, we kicked up possibly the shooter that we were after in there as well. So that was a little bit frustrating, but we're up here right now. Should be looking over 2.5 acres of beautiful standing corn. But due to my decision to not spray, because I thought I was doing more harm than good, the corn turned into a lush patch of corn stalks and CRP. There's a few scattered ears throughout here, but it's a pretty pathetic food plot. But no, we've only got about an hour and 20 minutes left to shoot in light. But we're gonna sit tight. It's a beautiful evening. We got the remainder of this week until the Orange Army invades, and it would be awesome to fill another bow tag.
We're sitting there, the night's kind of wrapping up, and I'm watching these does out in front of us, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Tyler starts getting this cough attack. Tyler was trying his best to cover it up, but I could just tell at any given point, he was gonna cut loose and the deer were gonna be gone. So I figured rather than have them bust the field because of us, I would give them a different reason to clear the field.
My whole goal in shooting that doe was to clear the field. Tyler's coughing was about to clear it anyway.
Dude, you gotta tell everybody that battling a sinus infection, and I literally said before we hunted,
Tyler's got a sinus infection,
I'm not
everybody.
gonna be responsible for any bad things that happen.
The only bad thing Tyler was responsible for is me being forced to kill a doe.
Your odor is betraying you. It's ruining your hunt, pressuring your property, and killing your opportunities. This year, let nothing stand between you and your best season ever. Deploy a steady stream of odor-destroying molecules every second of every hour of every hunt with Ozonics. Available only at OzonicsHunting.com.
That's that white bull buck. Yeah, he's got that split G3. He's all over the place. I mean, we've got photos of him over here and down across the valley. He's only 3-year-old.
Yeah. I just couldn't tell at first because I only saw like one side of his rack and my heart just got going. Just wishful thinking that it was Texas.
Oh yeah, he looks. No, I thought the same thing. I was like, when he was coming down in. But yeah, he's only 3-year-old. He's gonna be a stud next year.
It'll be a nice deer.
I have an absolute love-hate relationship with November and with the rut. And I love it because you never know what's gonna happen. You always have the possibility of a hot doe running by and bringing a buck with her. But I hate it because we do so much work on our property to manage to target specific bucks. And come November, there's no rhyme or reason to what in the world the deer are doing. And those bucks that you've been targeting, the ones that you're after, come the rut, they could be on a different person's property.
About 1:30 right now. We've probably been in the stand about half an hour, so I'm not sure. I kind of fell asleep. But it's November 7th, and then one of my favorite spots, a little bottom food plot. We got CRP off to our west, and then our timber, and then big food source food plot up to our east here. We got a creek behind us. It's just a great spot, really nice and calm. So I'm kind of trying to keep it a little bit quiet, but otherwise, this evening as those does start to move, we've got pictures of 2 shooters down here over the course of the last week, daylight, checking a scrape that we have, and yeah, it should be a good sit, November 7th. It's go time, so we're gonna kind of just keep our eyes peeled, sit tight, see what happens.
This year, the rut started off really slow for us, and for some reason, Halloween through the first week in November was just quiet in the woods. And I started to get a little bit anxious and wanted to get out, check some trail cameras. So we went down and checked this one specific spot that I rarely ever hunt just because it's so tough to get in and out of clean. But when we went back there, the card showed us that there was one buck that was cruising for does. We knew he was in the area. He was on the camera the last couple nights in a row, and we decided that the next night we were gonna hop in that stand, have our fingers crossed. Hopefully he would do the same thing, and maybe we could get him killed.
Left here before it gets dark, so I would anticipate things kind of heating up a little bit. I hope it does, because we gotta get a deer killed, don't we, Tyler? We gotta get a deer killed. Everybody's been killing deer. Everyone. We haven't even had an opportunity to mess up yet. We have. All I want is an opportunity.
November 7th, slip into the tree, plenty early. It was a little bit warm out and there wasn't a whole lot of deer activity right off the bat. We were down in this valley and the sun started to set a little bit, started to cool down, and all of a sudden out of the corner of my eye, I see this doe come off the ridge, and sure enough, that 8-pointer's right behind her. There's a winding creek that goes through this area, and there are hundreds of deer trails that crisscross going every single direction. So even though this deer was 80, 90 yards away, I thought the chances of him actually getting to within 20 yards while he was on this doe was slim to none. As the deer slowly moved closer and closer, my anticipation, my excitement started to build, grabbed my bow, and it got to the point where it was like, this could actually happen.
I did not think that was gonna happen. Are you kidding me? Dude, like, that, I thought that doe down here was gonna bust us right away. Where did she even go to? I don't know. I thought she was back behind me the whole time. When did he leave his doe? He must have, because, well, that doe stood right here, and I thought she was gonna bring him in. That's a big 8. That's the one right here after. Dude, I was getting so, downhearted, not depressed, but, so bummed. I was like, this is not, I'm gonna go a whole year without killing a deer. Dude. It's a blessing and it's a privilege to be able to manage a property. It's a blessing and a privilege to be able to have sons who enjoy something that you enjoy. And just soaking in the last moments of that November sunset, and to be out there looking over a mature deer, to be enjoying that with my sons. As a hunter, as a father, it was just incredibly enjoyable, and Lord willing, we'll have many more moments just like that in the future.